Oh, hi. Now that the dogs have drank all the water that we had out, we had to wait for them. Welcome. Welcome to our Veganist Fork kitchen.
Speaking of the dogs.
We're making dog food today.
Oh, puppies.
Not really, though. Let me first throw this out there for you to chew on. Pun intended. This is not me telling you what you need to do for your dogs. A lot of people had been asking about us, what we feed our dogs. So I'm just going to show you what we feed our dogs. Our dogs did not start off as vegan. They're not actually fully vegan right now.
They don't have their vegan cards?
No. And I'm okay with that because you know what? I didn't ask them if they wanted to go vegan. They didn't tell me, so I'm just doing what I think is best for my dogs, and I hope that you guys make informed decisions for your pets. I do have to say, though, I don't think cats should be vegan because cats are naturally obligate carnivores, so dogs can thrive vegan or carnivore, or a combination, omnivore. So I have reduced the amount of meat that I give my babies. They do get a can of sardines that they split a couple of times a week instead of this mixture that I'm making right now. I didn't feel confident enough to switch my dogs over to a completely home-cooked meal. So what I do generally is I buy a big 40-pound bag or 35-pound, I forget what it is, but it comes from Chewy. We use Chewy.com and we get our dog food there because they're a really great company. Huh?
You didn't say the brand.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
It's V-Dog. That means vegan dog. But I've always felt so guilty just feeding dogs a dry kibble. Dogs don't want to eat that for the rest of their life. Variety is the spice of life, and being vegan too. So they want to have warm food in the winter. They want to have chilled vichyssoise dog food in the summertime. So I like to give them a little something with their dry food. And in the past, when they were not vegan, I used to give them some cooked boiled chicken with it. But they even got like jaded about the chicken. So, and boy, did they stink. Let's not even talk about that. They haven't really stunk since we've switched them over to this.
Less dog farts.
Less dog farts equals better. So they do have an occasional eruption when they have the
what?
when they have the sardines, which tells me something,
Mm-hmm.
But they never have a problem when they're on this diet. So I just supplement maybe 2/3 of a cup of food, of this cooked food with their V-Dog in the morning and at night. It's all pretty much vegetables. Sometimes I will put in some lentils with it or some chickpeas. But let's get started. I do this in my pressure cooker, but you could totally do this in like a slow cooker, or you could do it on top of the stove in a like a Dutch oven situation. But I usually just use what I have on hand. But the thing that I always put in are tomatoes.
I thought dogs couldn't have tomatoes.
Dogs can have tomatoes a little bit. They can have green tomatoes. They can have ripe tomatoes, but I think people get confused about the tomato situation. They can't have pasta sauce because most pasta sauces have onion and garlic in it.
Mm-hmm.
And they cannot have onion. The jury's out on garlic, but I'm not going to test the waters with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that up to the experts, but they can have tomatoes, and I only put a few in anyway. I only put about maybe 5 or 6 cherry tomatoes in there, and these are ripe, so that's 5. Let's do 6. It gives a little bit of flavor. I find they really enjoy it. I'm going to throw in some carrots. These are hefties, but you don't have to worry about chopping everything up because once this is all cooked, everything is very soft. And if you want, you can just mash it, even with a spoon. I put in about a pound of carrots. I put in a bag of mixed veggies. You can use frozen. They're already chopped up. They're the peak of flavor and freshness. This is just the corn, carrot, and green bean and pea variety. So I just plop that in there. You can even hold this for the end if you know that you screwed up and you're all out of dog food and you got to make a quick batch. You don't want to give this to them like molten lava. So usually, if that's the situation, I'll hold a bag of this and I'll mix it in at the end and it cools off that much quicker because most of these are pretty much all the way cooked. Sorry, I was so preoccupied. This is butternut squash. I also would swap this out for a sweet potato or a fresh sweet potato or some pumpkin or butternut squash. But I have this today. And then they, you wouldn't think it, but they really love kale. They really love it. They love salad too. But you see them go outside and they're eating grass. They don't eat as much grass when I give them the greens in the food. So they're needing something and I'm giving it to them. I put in a few handfuls of kale. This looks like a lot, but it's gonna cook down to almost nothing. They really do enjoy it though. Okay. Then I'm just gonna put in, this is about 2.5 cups of water. It's 600 milliliters. Because if you put this in the Instant Pot, you need something to make the steam to cook all the vegetables. So you can't put this in a dry Instant Pot. We're going to mix in a couple of things after this is all done, but I'm going to take this over to the pressure cooker right now and show you the settings. Alright, so I always just go to my go-to poultry on this Kasori thing because it's already set up for 15 minutes and high pressure. So I'm just going to press start. I'm going to pop the lid on. The valve is closed to create pressure. So this is a set it and forget it. I'm going to come back. You could do a natural release. You don't have to do a natural release, but I'm going to come back when this is all done and the pressure's out, and then I'll show you what I mix in with it. And we're back. All right, so this took about 30 minutes after the timer went off to naturally release, and it cooked down to this. You can see it's vegetable-y.
Looking good.
Yeah. It's nice and soft. If you want to squish up the carrots, if you want to, you could serve it however you want. They like to eat it however. So this has been cooling off for a while we were eating lunch. And these are the things that I like to add into it that I feel like give a lot of flavor. And it thickens up the broth a little bit too. So I have some organic Dulse. You could also use kelp. This gives it a slightly fishy taste, but it's like sea vegetable. So I don't put that much in, maybe about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then I also like to add some nooch. It gives a little cheesy flavor for them. It makes the sauce a little bit more gravy-like. And it's got a lot of B vitamins and stuff in there for them. So then I just give this a really good stir. Really work it in, at this point too, I'll smash up some of the carrots if they're too big or some of the other veggies. And this is cool enough for them to eat now because it's been sitting waiting. So we're going to let them have a taste.
Little taste test.
And see how much they enjoy it.
Bowie.
I'm going to plate it up for them.
Ooh, okay. We got any takers?
All right, let's
yes. And a Bowie. Yay.
Minnie said, I'm not used to eating off this plate.
Oh, they love it.
Minnie said, why are you watching me eat?
We like to watch you enjoy.
Bowie's making a real mess out of this.
Yeah,
There's carrots going everywhere.
We're going to need the cleanup crew to come in.
So, depending on the size of your
Hello.
dog, I don't know how much you would want to supplement their regular food with this, but I give typically 2 to 3 like heaping tablespoons of this with their regular dry food, the V-Dog.
All right, they're making me nervous with how close they're getting here.
You mean they're not going to...
We don't need fisticuffs.
As you can tell, they like it.
They love it. Yes, you do.
All right.
Good boy. Good girl, Lou. 2 wonderful babies.
Yes.
Oh, plates are touching.
Yes. Oh, they're doing the thing with the glasses where you
Yeah.
drink champagne.
And I think we're done here.
Lucy said, "You're done. I'll clean up."
Oh. Good boy, Bo.
Oh, he loves
What
it.
a good boy.
He said, "I didn't know it was dinner time already."
Hi, handsome. Hi, beautiful.
I used to give them raw veggies, but it's something about cooked veggies. They just like it so
I
much
think it
better.
makes them feel special.
It's warm. It tastes good. I feel like cooking really brings out the flavors in vegetables rather than raw. So if your dog doesn't like raw veggies, try cooked. They might love it. So that is, that's what we do. That's how we do it.
There you have it.
You asked, we showed you. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, because if you made it this far, you've seen it all, baby. So subscribe for more. Hopefully we'll have another video at the end of this week, and we'll see you then. And until then, much love.